Pripyat, the ghost city, Pripyat, one of the most deserted cities on Earth. With a deeply tragic history, the origin colon. Built in 1970, it was created specifically for the workers of the Chernobyl power plant. At the time of the accident, nearly 49,000 people lived here, a modern city. It was a highly advanced city for its era, featuring hospitals, schools, sports centers, and even an iconic amusement park. The disaster colon. On the night of April 26, 1986, an explosion occurred at reactor No. 4 during a safety test. This blast released a massive amount of radioactive material into the atmosphere. The aftermath colon. Life there became impossible. The city was evacuated and has remained abandoned ever since. Ordos Kangbashi, China's ghost city, the decision. In 2004, the Chinese government decided to turn its coal wealth into a futuristic city. This new district was named Kangbashi. The master plan colon. Was designed to house 1 million people to reduce the rush in the Dongsheng district. An empty shell. By 2010, the city was fully built, but a major question remained. Where were the people? The investors' gap colon. House prices were so high that only wealthy investors bought them as assets, but no one actually moved in. Current situation colon. Today, the population has reached about 153,000. However, for a city of this size, it still feels empty and remains known as a ghost city. Varosha, the city frozen in time. Varosha, once a playground for the world's elite, it is now a silent buffer zone in Famagusta, the golden era colon. In the 1970s. It was known as the French Riviera of the Middle East and was the entire island's leading luxury tourism hub. Hollywood. Glamour colon. Stars like Elizabeth Taylor visited here, and the city boasted a vibrant population of nearly 40,000. The turning point, 1974, the Cyprus conflict and the Turkish army's advance changed everything. The entire city was completely evacuated within just 24 hours. A sudden exit, people fled for their lives, leaving all their possessions behind in their homes. The forbidden zone. For the past 50 years, the Turkish army has kept Varosha sealed behind barbed wire fencing, with no public access allowed. Present day. Time capsule closing parenthesis colon. As the world's largest ghost town, it stands as a perfect time capsule. 1974 cars and derelict buildings remain, looking as if time stood still. Hashima Island, Japan's Battleship Island, the name colon. Rising from the sea. This island is known as Battleship Island due to its distinctive shape. Today it stands completely silent. Purpose and industry colon. This island was a Mitsubishi coal mining hub. Workers extracted coal from deep mines beneath the seabed, extreme density. At its peak, it was one of the most densely populated places on Earth, packed with high-rise concrete buildings and thousands of residents. The collapse. 1974, when petroleum replaced coal, the factory closed and the jobs vanished. The sudden exit colon. With no work left. The entire island was evacuated almost overnight. Present day colon. Today, only crumbling concrete structures and a profound silence remain, echoing its industrial past. Tyneham, the village that died for victory. The identity colon. Located in Dorset, England, this silent ghost village is famously known as the village that died for victory. Double quotes. The purpose, 1943. During World War II, the British Army needed a vast, empty space for tank training and preparations for the D-Day landings. The order. The 225 residents of the village were given just 28 days to evacuate their ancestral homes. The broken promise. The villagers were promised they could return once the war ended. However, the army turned the area into a permanent firing range. Present day, it remains a ghost village. While the school and church still stand, most homes are now just ruins. It is only open to the public on weekends when the army is not training.